third graders, Mrs. Clary here. Today's lesson is about story elements. We are going to talk about characters today. Our learning goal says, I can describe characters in a story. Let's review who characters can be in a story. Characters are people, like Harry Potter. Characters can be animals, like Curious George. Characters can also be things, like Lightning McQueen. Characters do a lot of things in stories. They think, like Curious George, thinking about things he'd like to explore. They feel, like Chrysanthemum, feeling happy. They also act. That means they do things in the story, like Harry Potter casting a spell. They talk, too. This is called dialogue. Remember, actions are things characters do. Dialogue are the words characters say. Thoughts are a character's thinking. Feelings are how they are doing. Characters also change. They don't always stay the exact same as they are in the beginning, as they are in the middle, as they are in the end. Normally, something about them changes, like they could be afraid of something, but in the end, they are brave. They could be sad, but in the end, they are happy. They could be shy, but in the end, they are confident. They could be unkind, but in the end, they are friendly. Good readers think about the characters as they read. We enjoy a book because we think about how the character is feeling and what they're going to do next. When we think about the characters, the rest of the story makes sense. Today, we'll learn how to develop ideas about a character or analyze a character by looking at the character's actions, thoughts, dialogue, and feelings. Here are the steps you can take to do that. While you are reading, pause after interesting actions, thoughts, feelings, or dialogue. Then, ask yourself, what does this show me about the character? Finally, use your inferencing skills. Okay, let's practice one time together. First, we will read until there is an interesting thought, feeling, some action, or dialogue. Once upon a time, an old sow sent her 3 little pigs out into the world to seek their fortune. Now be sure to write, she said, and remember that I love you. The first little pig met a man with a load of straw. I know, said the little pig. I'll buy your straw and build a house. That's not a good idea, said the man. Mind your own business, thank you, said the little pig. And he bought the straw and set about building a house. This is definitely some interesting dialogue, and there are some actions here that have me thinking. So now I'm going to stop and ask myself, what does this show me about the character? Well, readers, it shows me the little pig doesn't want to hear advice. Now, knowing that, readers, we can make an inference. I can infer the little pig is foolish because instead of listening, the little pig told the man to mind his own business and set about building a house. Now, readers, we can record that inference on our graphic organizer. The first little pig I infer is impatient and foolish. Those are 2 inside character traits to describe the first little pig. My evidence is he said, mind your own business, and the first little pig said, set about, that is, building his house. Okay, third graders, it is your turn to practice. Find your text of the 3 little pigs and open the Google Doc titled Character Analysis. Start reading the 3 little pigs from the very beginning, stopping when you come to interesting dialogue, actions, feelings, or thoughts. And then ask yourself, what does this tell me about the character? Record those inside traits in this first column for each of the characters listed. Then record the evidence that you use to make your inferences in this column. When you are all finished with that, answer the question, what does the main character teach us about the world? I can't wait to see your thinking and to read it all the way through. Happy reading.